Hey there guys, it's your good pal Wiggly, and welcome back to more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Blind. In the last episode, and I feel like I say this every time, but it's really true this time, a lot happened. We finally got the backstory between Phoenix, Edgeworth, and Larry, and learned Phoenix's reason for becoming a defense attorney. We got more information on DL6. We discovered that Von Karma is the mastermind behind the murder who instructed the boat caretaker, who is in fact Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident, to do this. And he tased Phoenix and Maya in the records room and got away with it, and took our biggest piece of evidence, which is awful. However, we got a similarly big piece of evidence, and I came to a revelation at the end of the last episode, and I don't want to share it because I want it to be a big moment if it's true, and I want it to just feel great if I got it right. And we're going to see how this final case goes today. This is the final trial of the original GBA game. I'm beyond excited. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Wah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Is that how that works? Does it last that long? Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Oh, also, I'm going to try to dial back the graveliness of Von Karma because, the last time I did it, my voice was sore for an entire day afterwards, so I'm going to still do some graveliness, but I'm going to try to tone it back. We'll see how it goes. Whoa! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Good lord. Right, good idea. Okay. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Does she just have lightning powers now? Oh yeah, pal! I know exactly who that is. I think this is the first time we've seen you before a trial. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. Very good. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? That's exactly it, right? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. He has a bird to remind him. And we have it in our evidence. I'm ready. Okay, woo, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. Well, that's a bit of development. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution to submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. That's fascinating that you would be that confident. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. We have a perfect record on the line, too. Not as long, but it's still a perfect record. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Oh my god. The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Can you object the judge? Is that a loud thing? Okay. I have to remember how I did the Yanni Yogi voice. Hey, Shani! There it is. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. That's fucking hilarious, dude. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Okay. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Once we get that established, this is going to go a lot smoother. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Oh god, the fucking shake in the wag.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? Stop answering for him.
He's just about to say why. It is so hard for you to just quietly listen while someone is talking.
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. True. Went to buy some food for Polly. Establish who Polly is. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Oh my god. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Okay. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. This is a bit too heavy-handed, Phoenix. You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove that what's going on in that old codger's head? Okay, let's take a look at our evidence again. Attorney's badge, autopsy report, lake photo, Misty Faye, the map, bullet with the markings, the one used in this case, gun, metal detector. I don't know why that's in our evidence still. The parrot can be proof, but we'd have to prove, I don't know. File in the DL6 incident, murder. So this is all just the DL6 stuff over here. Okay, yeah, the only thing we have is Polly. That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness, please continue.
I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? We haven't established that in court.
Please don't make me repeat myself, Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. You can't hold a grudge, it's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Yeah, I didn't think we were going to be able to actually present anything there.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
It does. We're just ahead, and Von Karma took our fucking best... Ugh. Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies.
Order. Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Ho ho, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name.
It's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
Yogi? That name seems familiar.
Were you maybe the judge assigned to the DL6 incident in the first place? If you are, then that would make this thing go a lot smoother.
Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident.
So you were the judge? It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. Oh, I mean, maybe he wasn't, but
what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Yeah, but we have to prove that he is, and I don't know how we're going to do that without that letter.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, Yanni Yogi, is fascinating.
I totally fucked that up.
However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprint. Oh, yeah? Okay. I actually didn't consider that, but yeah. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see, that makes sense.
Oh, you, burned them off, didn't you? Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. It's such bullshit. You burn your fingerprints off. I burned my fingers working with this stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
We can. It's just gonna be weird. No.
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief?
Oh my god. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. No, Phoenix, he's right. Bring out the bird. Wait a second. Oh no. Cross-examine. What is this, Nick? No, you're not going to. We have to. Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma. This is absurd. Take Mr. Von Karma up. This is not how I expected this to go. God, I have tears in my eyes.
On my
proposal? Yeah, you just fucking ruined your case, my guy. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Oh god, this is insane. Kangaroo court.
Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest.
He doesn't know.
Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy. It is, but thank God that you showed us. Maya, you are the GOAT of this case.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
I'm absolutely doing it. Bring out the fucking bird. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. What was it that we have to say to get her to say, remember DL6? What was it? Oh, fuck, I don't remember.
Bailiff, bring in this parrot.
Oh, God, I don't remember the cue. Oh, my God. It's even on the on the podium.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. The witness is ignoring me. Oh my God.
It must hurt to be ignored by the bird.
Very well. Witness.
He has no idea how to work this.
Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Just ... right? That's all it's gonna be.
Hello.
Let me cross-examine that shit.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. It's true. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Who is your owner? This is fucking ridiculous, dude. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect... Don't do this, Phoenix. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? That's it! Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago... Yes. Polly, have we forgotten something?
Don't forget DL6.
Yes, do it. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? Oh no! Oh no. What? Oh my God, that was the only thing I had. What do we do? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello. This is awful. He retrained her? Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. Oh no, he anticipated this. Because we did it in front of him. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
You knew? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. Oh my God. Perfectionist. Good Lord. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when asked if we've forgotten anything? Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. What do? We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Oh wait, this is the whole thing? Okay, the safe number is not really gonna help, but it's more helpful than what's your name? Or what's your name? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228.
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright? You aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
12 December? Oh, wait a minute. Isn't today December 28th? Isn't it the expert? Ooh, wait. Oh. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it.
Huh, ridiculous. How can the number to the safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Let's see. Is it in the file on DL6? It must be, right? Please, please, please be right.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
In the... The case summary? It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. Yes.
The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Oh.
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his... This is really shaky, but it's all we have. That's how important the date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People do often set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1?
That's the goofiest thing I've ever heard.
This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that? I pulled that out of my ass, so, like... Ugh. Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what?
Very well, witness, you may continue.
Well, I guess we should try to... Okay. What if we press on this... Oh, whoops. What if we press on the second one? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should... Okay. So, we have to press on... What is your name? What would there be about Polly? Because, yeah, there's nobody... Yeah, I don't understand what... Oh, wait a minute. We haven't read this. 12/28/2001. Elevator District Courthouse. Air in an elevator was oxygen depleted. No clues found on the scene. Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney, trapped in an elevator. Returning from a lost trial with son Miles Edgeworth, age of 9. One bullet found in the heart. The murder fire was weapon twice. Murder weapon was fired twice. Oops. Yanni Yogi, court bailiff, trapped in an elevator with Edgeworth's memory lost due to... Oh, shit! Oh my god. Oh my god. 1, that's terrible. I'm so sorry, Yogi. 2, oh no. Is it bad that I'm feeling really bad for Yogi? I'm really sorry. I totally peaked the mic just a minute ago. That was a very loud yell. Polly, what's your name? Polly.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
It does. Yes, it does.
Huh, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. And show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
the DL6 case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name?
Is in the suspect data... Yeah. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed it does say that, yes.
What is his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's so sad. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible. Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix.
That's bullshit. There's no way that's true.
Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
No, but she's only 7 years old. That's enough.
I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately.
I can't believe we pulled through that. That's nuts. Oh.
Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay. Oh my god. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yana Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. I think I'm gonna drop the old man voice.
Order, order. Yana Yogi? So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it.
They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. I won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Yogi's a really good character. Obviously, he made some real big mistakes, but I totally see how he got where he is. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth?
That's what I've been saying.
What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Oh no. Okay, let's transition. Let's transition into DL6 now.
Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Well, there goes your perfect streak.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
I can't believe we're allowed to switch to DL6, but, you know...
There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are clear of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
not guilty, but we're not done either.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Okay.
Objection!
Oh, Edgeworth.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I object to your judgment. Oh no. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer of the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? No. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. Fuck.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't a suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal of the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for this crime of 15 years ago.
Well, one, he was a kid. Doesn't that affect things?
I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy! Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I have an idea. So, I will reveal right now that I do not think that either Miles Edgeworth or Yanni Yogi are the killer, and we'll get to that a bit further in a moment, but I still believe Edgeworth is innocent. And that Yanni Yogi is telling the truth. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it, in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gents.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. Lon Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Okay.
Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. I noticed it too, Phoenix.
That day I had gone to the court... Whoops, that's the wrong voice. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim that Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. I know exactly where to press, I think. Okay. Single gunshot. Let's take a look. DL6 case file. Weapon was fired twice. Let's start with that.
Objection!
Perfect. Speed running. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us which page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
It's the victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What? There is proof.
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Uh-oh. My theory crafting is starting to kind of fall apart. So, like, why is there a bullet hole in the window if the shot was fired from inside the elevator? That doesn't make any sense. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. That was the thing that that was the thing that I noticed. It was fired from outside the elevator is my theory, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly who did it. But I mean, hold on. Let me look at Gregory's body. Yeah, no. It only appears that he took one gunshot. You can't really tell, but Yeah. Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
It's gotta be... So a lot of this is useless info now. But... Hold on, let me real quick. One bullet was found in the heart, the murder weapon was fired twice. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay. Okay, look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of that incident. This photo proves it. I'm right. I'm right. Phoenix, right? Okay, sorry.
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
Your Honor, please, get a clue. Okay. Right here. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. Both of these things are not possible if the shot was fired within the elevator. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Now we have an issue of how was the gun inside the elevator and then somebody fired it from outside. I didn't think that part through.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
That's something I have to work through here. It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely.
You're going to point out no clues were found on the scene, right?
Try the case summary page. That's exactly what you're pointing out.
I'm a step ahead of you, bitch. The case summary, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door.
Doesn't make any sense. I'm really trying to figure this one out. I have the setup and I have the solution in my head, but I don't have the bridge between them.
Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident.
One of the shots could have been a blank, but that's not the problem.
However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
Okay.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? it looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendants today right here. Right now. Indeed. So does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
I have to object. Your Honor, I object. God, I'm right with Phoenix right now.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ugh. It must exist. The second bullet. Oh, okay. You're still you. But what? What did you just say? Nothing. Oh my god. Mia coming in clutch. The second bullet must exist. But where? Outside the elevator, right? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
So, okay. I've been operating under the assumption that they opened the elevator for the first time after Gregory Edgeworth was killed. And that is true. However, was somebody able to open the elevator before the police did? If so, that makes this whole thing a lot easier. I was under the assumption that they had to like pry open the elevator that was stuck. Right? But maybe not? I don't know. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. I'm not. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh? I know of a way that the criminal could have taken the bullet without opening the elevator.
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer didn't need it. Why would the murderer have spent time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet.
He did.
You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean? You're thinking too normal, Nick. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think of why the bullet had to be taken. I'm ahead of you, Mia, sorry.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet because it was stuck in him.
Had to? Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? You got it, Nick.
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have had to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yana Yogi, were both unharmed.
Exactly, because it happened outside the elevator. Now, I gotta think about... Now I gotta think about why there's only one bullet hole in the door. Unless they were that good of a shot. Oh, no. Okay.
So that would mean...
the murderer came from outside. Yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and then the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens... Okay. I didn't know we were allowed to open the elevator door. Now that this is way easier. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. In a fit of rage, loses his cool. Okay.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
And it's funny that you've gotten all my cases. What a coincidence, huh?
I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick? Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his... Yep, I'm on it. I got it. I figured it out. I figured it out at the end of the last video. I can't believe it.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
I'm so good. Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
Uh-huh. A vacation because he had a fucking bullet in his shoulder. What an asshole.
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean this case is insane. It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well? You have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Oh my god. Sorry. I'm still kind of over the moon that I got this at the end of the last trial. So the way I figured it out, and we'll probably have to use this here in just a second, but I'm going to say it anyway. The way that I figured it out is that obviously he has a motive. We've established that. But the gun, if the ballistic markings have to be the same, because that's the only thing we haven't brought up. So it's the same gun that he used to kill Gregory Edgeworth, and then he sent it to Yogi along with the letter. That was my line of thinking, and I'll be surprised if I'm not correct. Let's fucking go. Uh-oh. How should I come out and say it now? Say it. Your Honor, There is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma.
Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo so.
Did he do it himself? Then that must mean he had a okay. If he did it himself, then he definitely has a scar. All we have to do is tell him to take off his fucking, like... All we have to do is have him show us.
That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? I got it. That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? No, wait, no, it's still in his arm. We have a metal detector, no way! Oh no!
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
I got it, bitch! Woohoo! I was wondering why we still had this fucking metal detector. Holy shit. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. This is so good. I didn't expect to laugh so much. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. I've been smiling non-stop for the past, 20 minutes. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We can use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh shit, here we go.
I refuse. You refuse. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Oh, we got him.
Order.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. You weren't careful enough, Von Karma.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. I can't believe it. Come on. Yeah! It reacted. Something is inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Get fucked. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this was happening, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
You're gonna fucking... Ooh. Get ready. What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that this bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it?
Well, if we get the bullet out of him, we can.
Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday, and I do have some of it.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
You're so smug and you're about to eat it. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close, one day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. Von Karma, you would have been free. You would have had it if you didn't get greedy and have Yogi try to kill. Or try to frame Edgeworth.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. He's sweating. Get ready, bitch.
That's a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
I can't believe you were stupid enough to send the gun to Yogi, you idiot. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father!
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not like this time.
Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then. It was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Oh, man. How did this game get so good so quick? That is all. This court is adjourned.
I'm so... Wow. 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 It's so good. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try, thank you.
I see. Thank you. Right.
You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Woo! I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Oh man, what a character ride. Oh hey! Hey y'all! Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congratulations!
Thank you all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you! You wouldn't stick your hand in a cookie jar even if there was no one there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. That's good. I'm glad you did. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Uh-oh. Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Oh, no. Not now, Keonce. Come on. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift for me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you've come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that that's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money. Oh, no way!
Is it $38? Well, yeah, that's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38! Larry, you son of a bitch! Larry! Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not little, but it's not a lot either.
38.
38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you?
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right?
Yeah, it only could have been him.
But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history. Good fucking God, Larry. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah? Too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
I'm surprised I didn't either. Well, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did, and look how it worked out. We saved Edgeworth's life.
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo, please. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner on me.
Oh, let's see it. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So, I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Aw. Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! The first trains for the mountains have already left to the station! I guess I'm too late. Hey! Oh my god. Nick! Maya! Oh my god, no. So, you're leaving. Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Oh. Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry. But I... Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? This is so cute. I love this so much. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we need. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Oh my god. I'm a wreck. Oh. So this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh my god. Oh. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh my god. This game is really good. I didn't expect to fucking cry.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop! Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
Oh man. I'd give more opinions, but this is gonna still go on, isn't it? Ugh. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah? Oh, Larry. Oh, man. I need to blow my nose or something. Oh, hey.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember him. I heard he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring in my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Sure, Payne. Oh, man. Oh, God.
Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes.
Oh, you should know I've taken over management at Gatewater. Oh, really? Good for you.
Should you be in the area, please stop by.
But you're still being a bellboy, huh?
Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, me as understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Repaint your wall or something, my guy. Or get a new painting or something. Oh, God.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Don't you know they're finally putting Hammond?
Whatever.
I'm pleased to announce that the Pink Princess is a hit.
Are you the Pink Princess?
I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know.
Oh, you are the Pink Princess? Are you kidding me? They cast you? I mean, that's great. I'm glad you still have a job, but... what the hell? Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway? She'll be back. She'll be back. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, all right? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy at my tender age. Uh-oh. Will, what have you done? Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. Oh, God. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind him, there's a ghost. Uh-oh. Oh, no. For real. Now, that's telling. I'm gonna be famous. Is there... oh, no way. You can't tell me that and not show me the photo. I know who the ghost is, man. Oh, there she is. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking cry again. Okay, hold on. Okay. What a game. What a game, dude. We're not done with it. Oh. Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes. Okay. Well, I suppose we'll get to that next time. Okay, so my thoughts on the base game. I feel like it's fair to give a review at this point, considering this was at one point the full game. Incredible. I love this cast of characters, if that's not abundantly clear. I had so much fun recording this, and that's not just because it's fun and goofy to put on some voices, right? The mysteries are genuinely incredibly well made. They're not too hard, but they're not like a cakewalk either. My worries that the game was going to handhold me too hard at the end of Case 2 were squashed. I really did feel like I did the work for Cases 3 and 4. And yet I never felt lost, and I never felt like the game was kind of stretching, right? Character motivations are super well done. They really do let you understand the villain's motivations. Even Von Karma, I understand how he would have gotten to that point. Obviously, I don't agree with it, but that's how it is. This double case at the end is so expertly done. I'm kind of blown away by it. Edgeworth's turn as a character was incredible. I love Maya so much. Like, I knew she was going to be in later games, obviously, because I've seen people talk about the series, but that heartfelt goodbye between the end, it had me ruined, dude. It was so good. Like, I knew a goodbye was coming, and I just couldn't handle it. The music in this game, while it's a very limited soundtrack in terms of like track number, it's so effective that you really don't need any more than it gave you. The comedy, this game's hilarious. Not only is it emotional and a genuinely gripping tale most of the time, it's funny. And that, once again, I would like to attribute a lot of that to the incredible translation work. It's really hard to translate comedy from Japanese to English because a lot of it doesn't transfer over, and you basically have to like rewrite things. And to be genuinely funny on top of that is an amazing feat. I'm so excited to continue these games. Again, even though we're not done with this game, I guarantee you I will be going forward. Unless I die, or YouTube doesn't allow gaming content anymore or something, I promise you I will be moving forward with this franchise. I am enamored with it just from this first game alone. I did not expect it to be anywhere near this good. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. In the next time, we will be heading to episode 5. Thank you all for watching this episode of Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Blind. I've been Guildmaster Wiggly. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. If you are new, consider subscribing. If you want to follow my Twitch, Twitter, or join my Discord, they're in the description. And I hope to see you all in the next one.